negative habits that we harbor in our mind and in our paradigm and in our internal programming will always find a way to resurface, taking whatever route they can to break back into our life and cause more disruption. I'm your guy. It's been a little bit since I made a video. I've been going through some different workings, trying to find out a process that really makes sense so I can deliver the most value to you guys. Now, honestly, I'm still in the midst of this, but whatever it is, right? We're going to get there, and I promise you guys, I'm working on some good stuff. What I want to talk about tonight, again, is how our internal programming, the negative habits and patterns that we have, and we've had for a long time, we may think that we silence them, that we rid ourselves of them. And don't get me wrong, we can. But there's many times that we feel as if we've ridded ourselves of them, yet they're really just laying low. They're really still there in a very small way that we still have to face. And we will face if we do not handle it on our own. If we are not proactive about handling these patterns. Now, why do I bring this up? Well, for me, it's something very personal. The past few months, I have come to a realization of negative self-talk still being something very present, a pattern that's still limiting me. When before that realization, I believed I cured myself of it. My ego, my prideful self that was very proud of the work that I have done on myself, it said, you know what, man, you've done really good. You've eliminated that. You've done well enough. And part of me took that gas off the pedal of eliminating that negative pattern, or should I say transforming that negative pattern. Right? I took the gas off that and said I was good. Little did I know that it was still affecting many different areas of my life in more ways than one. And in particular, it was taking a route that was not exactly expected, but it was still arising nonetheless. Okay? For me, self-doubt has been something very fundamental to my negative habits and my unbecoming process that was started very early on, right? My own, something I've had to work through is what I'm saying. Self-doubt was seeded into my mind very young, by my own doing, as it always is. Many different factors played into it, but it's always been something that I've played with and fought against, right? Again, I began to work on it primarily 5, 7, 8 years ago, whatever it was. Came a long way. And then I got to a point around a year or two ago where part of me told myself that I was good. I could take the gas off the brakes. I could take some time to work on some other things. And that part of me was healed. Well, come 2, 3, 4 months ago, I came to realize that it was still attaching to many different thoughts. It was still playing a role in my day-to-day, or at least my consistent week-to-week kind of actions and beliefs about my world. Yet here I was, thought it had been eliminated. Here I was, knowing how much work I have done, it considered it gone. But little did I know it was still there, and it was still pulling me down in a way that obviously wasn't helping anything. And it was taking the route that it could. Whereas before, self-doubt was ever present. You might hear the dog barking. Self-doubt was ever present. It was limiting in many different ways. After my work that I've done on it, it was limiting in less ways, but still not just as efficient, but just still pretty efficient. Still there, still holding me back. Stay aware of all of your negative patterns for the purpose of knowing what you're transforming. Know that your process of transformation is going to be a lofty one, and it's going to take time, because anything worthwhile does. So as you progress down that road, develop a true sense of self that allows you to capably know all that your negative patterns used to be and the ways that they might like to rise up. And continue to develop that sense of self that is stronger, that new standard of living that has eliminated, or should I say, transformed those negative lower patterns into a higher being self. Do so for yourself. Do so because you must. Do so because why would you not? And love your life. Let's go, guys.